Hey Grace Church, Michael Campbell here, family pastor, going over this Sunday's lesson, how it applies to the children, how it applies to us personally as primary disciple makers of our home. And so we're specifically going over the triumphal entry where the people welcomed Jesus as king. You see this in all four Gospels, Matthew 21, Mark 11, Luke 19, John chapter 12. And so in all of these accounts of the triumphal entry, we uncover the truth that Jesus reigns as the sovereign king over everything. From the need of a processional donkey to the praise spilling from children's mouths, he continued to fulfill the Old Testament requirements for the coming Messiah, the one promised from the very beginning. So why were the crowds so welcoming to Jesus and his disciples on that day? And what led them to sing so loudly, to make a way for his arrival so exuberantly? Like, many had heard the news of this prophet from Nazareth, and some had even witnessed his miracles, the healing power themselves. Yet they had all looked with hope that he would do even more for them now as their long-awaited king. Those they encountered while entering Jerusalem were excited to see what Christ would do next, especially regarding to the Roman rule that they had faced. They knew of the scriptures, prophecies, and wanted more than anything for Jesus to be their answered prayer. They were more than elated to celebrate him as the object of their kingly anticipation, but failed to recognize him as somebody greater, their Messiah and their Lord. So amid their jubilant festivities and merrymaking, they actually missed Christ's purpose in heading towards their city. It wasn't for the sake of sitting on an earthly throne, but to stake the claim that he is the sovereign ruler of the universe. And he's not interested in delivering necessarily Pontius Pilate, but rather life and eternity spent without God is what he's proclaiming. So as we prepare to teach our kids about this entry, reflect on the full picture of the gospel's good news. Like, we don't have to wonder who Christ is and what he would turn out to be, or compartmentalize his reign to one area of our lives. We already know of his death, resurrection, and ultimately victory over sin, and we have even more reason to welcome and worship him than those who were in the story. So teach our kids that Jesus made his way into Jerusalem to make a way for us to be with the Father and for eternity. May we never take for granted his sovereignty just as king, but actually Lord of all. And so when we hear Hosanna, we are praising him. We are saying, save us. And that's what they were doing as he entered in Jerusalem. But that's some of the stuff that we're going over this week in our lesson. You'll notice in the rest of the thread some discussion questions, memory verses, topics to go over as a family for each different age group. But till next time, God bless and take care.